Hey guys, it's Miss George. So last week we talked about Earth Day and we talked about different ways that we could pollute the earth. So we talked about ways that we could pollute the land, the air, and the water. Today we're going to talk about different ways to pollute the water. So this week and last week you have been reading about rainbow fish, and rainbow fish lives in the ocean. So we're going to talk about ways that we can pollute the ocean and if we think it's safe for the animals to still live there or if it makes it not safe for them to live there. All right, so we're going to pretend like this is our ocean. We have a little sea turtle. He's swimming in there in the water. And we'll pretend like this is rainbow fish. I couldn't find an actual rainbow fish, but we'll just pretend like this one's rainbow fish. All right, so if they are swimming in their home in the water, and we have all this trash and all this pollution that we put into their home, we have to decide if it's going to make it safe or not. All right, so we're going to, got some leaves. Sometimes it just falls into the ocean, or sometimes you might not really feel like walking if you're on the beach to find a trash can or to put something somewhere safe to where you can throw it away later, and you just throw your trash down on the ground in the sand, or you bury it in the sand while you're building a sand castle and then you forget all about it. So we're just going to add some different trash. So this is a straw for my drink that I was drinking, and I had a snack on the beach and I just left it. Then I had to wipe my hands after I ate my Cheetos because I had cheesy fingers. Then I just left that on the beach too. So now our water is not very clean anymore because from the sand, it's all washed into the ocean. And it just floats around in there, and it doesn't really give the animals a whole lot of space to swim around. So I also have, this is dirt, but we're going to pretend like it's chemicals and different like pesticides. So pesticides can be used to spray for bugs, or chemicals can come from different things. It can come from the air and go into the water, or it can be washed into the water. So we're just going to add some of the different pesticides and the chemicals all into the water. So we added all of that in. I'm going to stir it around. So we're just going to stir it, stir it, stir it. So now our water is kind of brown. So now you can kind of see that what happens when we pollute the water. So is our water still clean? No. Do you think it's still safe for the fish and the other animals that live there? Probably not. It's probably not a very safe place for them to live. So what if we decided that we wanted to clean up the earth, to clean up the water? All right, so we could pick up our trash. So I picked up my top and my straw. Let me get my leaves out of there. Let me get my snack bag. Let's see, we had a paper towel. I had to dig for that one because the paper towel went all the way to the bottom, because when it got wet and heavy, it sank. So it was heavy and it wouldn't still float. So let's see, I got that out. Let's see, I'm trying to see if I can pick up all of those pesticides and the chemicals that went into the water, but something happened when they went into the water. They all dissolved, and now I can't pick that back up. So even though I picked up all of the trash, our water is still dirty. And our water is still dirty because now the water has to be cleaned. And when the chemicals and the pesticides get into the water, it makes it really, really hard to take all of the pollutants back out of the water. So even though I cleaned up all of my trash, it's still really hard for the animals to live because the water is not healthy. So, do you think that we should clean up after ourselves? So even if there's not a trash can close by, we should find a trash can, or we can put it somewhere until we can find a trash can later. So I'm going to let you look at the water up close so that you can see what it looks like. Let's see, I'll just slide it up. See our little friends, they're still swimming, but the water is very yucky. Very yucky. All right, so having the trash picked up out of the water still didn't really clean up all of our water. It's still kind of dirty. So we have to do our best to try to keep all of the trash and all of the chemicals out of the water so that it doesn't harm the animals.